Intense, fun and engaging gameplay, fast-paced action, phenomenal boss fights, tons of loot, huge map to explore, an intuitive and effective skill and progression system are key ingredients that make Borderlands 4 a truly epic gameplay experience. Hello my fellow gamer, it's Griffin here and welcome to my game review of Borderlands 4. In this video we'll also go over tips and tricks that will make the campaign journey truly legendary. Wow, did you notice what I've done there? Let's move on. There will be spoilers ahead, so if you haven't played it yet and you don't want any spoilers, feel free to pause the video now and come back later. Now, let's dive in. Visuals, sound and gameplay. With all details maxed out in 4K with no upscaling, the game runs very smoothly at around 70-ish frames per second without any issues on an RTX 4090. The visuals are gorgeous with vibrant colors, and even if there are a lot of enemies on screen facing intense battles, there are no stutters or artifacts. Sound is immersive and punchy when it needs to be, with a pleasant soundtrack that is very suitable for the action and story. I played the game on hard difficulty following mostly the storyline, but we can get easily distracted by side quests, secondary objectives or collectibles that are a welcome addition and blend well with an overall progression. The storyline is captivating, intriguing and simple, and that's a good thing. Our protagonist, and we have a choice between 4 different characters, has to defeat the big boss of the game. To get there, we need to defeat his lieutenants or mini-bosses to get a thing from each one that will clear the way to the final boss. That's simple, clear, straightforward, and I like it. Now let's talk about a few tips and tricks that I wish I knew before starting the game. Tip number 1. After finishing the tutorial mission, my suggestion would be to follow the main storyline to unlock the Digi-Runner as fast as possible to be able to move much faster throughout the map. This thing is amazing. While in previous Borderlands games we had to walk to the catch-a-ride terminal to summon the vehicle, in Borderlands 4, once the Digi-Runner is unlocked, with a press of a button we jump on this thing and away we go. We can summon it from almost anywhere, and that's brilliant. I love it. Tip number 2. The map covers quite a big area and we can set up markers to follow. But don't make the same mistake I did, because it was until a bit later in the game when I realized I can press Z, silly I know, to generate an optimal trail to our destination for a smooth and easy exploration. We can do this even when we are riding the Digi-Runner. Tip number 3. The progression is great and loot drops are relevant for our character's level. Check the loot drops for any potential upgrades to keep up with the enemy's level, because as amazing as that legendary drop was few levels ago, will soon become obsolete and its damage won't be that relevant when fighting enemies several levels above its level. Borderlands 4 encourages players to find better gear to replace the older one. Tip number 4. When allocating points into the SDU system, besides focusing on the preferred weapon type, try to prioritize the backpack as well to expand the inventory space, because being able to carry more will be more useful not only to sell items that we don't need, but sometimes we'll get important and valuable mods for other classes that we can store into the vault later on. Tip number 5. Sometimes what needs to happen, or what we need to do to make that happen, is mentioned in the dialogues between characters. Well, my bad for not paying attention, and I missed that a ground slam needs to be performed so we can activate this thing. Nope, that doesn't work. Curious how an explosive couldn't trigger it, but the ground slam did, but that's my mistake for not paying attention. Just press jump twice and hold left control button to perform the slam and BAM! It's simple when you know it. Tip number 6. If we only focus on the main story, our character will not have enough XP and eventually the bosses will be few levels above our character's level. If that's the case, the fight can be very challenging, lengthy, and it doesn't need to be. If we would complete some side missions before the boss fight, not only will get more XP but better loot and will make the boss fight very manageable. Tip number 7. If the current challenge is quite tough and we need to leave the area to grind a little bit more XP or better loot, we'll need to make sure we'll be able to go back. Against Vialik the boss, for example, once we exit the area and later on we want to return, the traditional method of finding the path by pressing Z is not going to work, saying the path cannot be found. However, we can press T for view and then teleport to the beginning of the area, and from there we'll go to the boss arena. Tip number 8. Moxie's Encore system allows to fight the boss over and over for legendaries that can truly change the flow of the game. The item level drop will be close to our character's level, and this is great, making important legendary drops viable and relevant for our character's current level. Skill tree. There are many options and combinations we can try, and we can also go back and respec if we're not happy with the current choice. I've selected RAFA, and for its action skill I focused on Peace Breaker cannons that are crazy strong. As long as there is one enemy in sight, once active the turrets fire at a very high rate and the damage is impressive. It is effective and extremely useful when our character is in a second wind situation and time is of the essence, as one enemy must be defeated fast. Sometimes there is one enemy far away or very easy to miss, but the turrets, if still active, will auto-target that enemy and they don't miss. Pretty cool, that's awesome. It crits very often, and by selecting Instinto, that in conjunction with this node significantly restores the action skill's duration, and we can activate it for an additional time before the cooldown begins. Once becomes available, we can select Hell in a Shell for more, wait for it, damage, that's right, and defeated enemies can restore the cooldown of this skill. For the last major node, we can select Double Auto Shot, but we can easily change it and select Insta-Fort Battle System or Unmissable Missile. So feel free to experiment and find the one that best suits your playstyle. There is no wrong choice here. Conclusion. Considering how massive the map is, how many side quests there are, the fact that we can start again with another class with a significantly different playstyle, and also how amazing the boss fights are, Borderlands 4 offers an outstanding gameplay experience with a very strong replayability value. The fights are epic, challenging, rewarding, and most importantly, very fun to play. I love how our character glides from significant heights, can use grappling hook to traverse close distances or reach higher levels that otherwise be unavailable, and that is superb, epic, and never gets old. Borderlands 4 encourages gamers to experiment and find a playstyle they like while not compromising on fun or enjoyment levels. The game is balanced well with noticeable progression throughout levels and bosses while still maintaining the fight challenging and enticing. The second wind system has been a staple in Borderlands games, and it is so refreshing to see it present in Borderlands 4 as well, especially useful in hard difficulty where our character can be easily overwhelmed. The world creation is amazing, and it's so easy to get distracted by different events, or we can really explore the map to uncover its secrets and beauty. Time flies when we have fun, and in Borderlands 4 this is no exception. It encourages exploration, rewards curiosity, and although reminds about the final boss as the pinnacle encounter, at the end makes us realize that it was all about the journey, the joy of progression, and savoring every moment to get there. It is impressive, immersive, engaging, immensely fun and enjoyable, and I had a blast playing it. I highly recommend it, and I consider Borderlands 4 a modern masterpiece. But what do you think about it? What do you like most about the game? What is your favorite class and why? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you enjoyed it, feel free to give the video a like and don't forget to subscribe to get notifications about new content uploaded on this channel. My name is Griffin and this is Visualize the Wind Gaming. Thank you so much for watching. All the best. Bye.